All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about why the very best leaders, the ones who get absolutely incredible results, focus on something way beyond spreadsheets and strategy. They focus on their people. And we're going to find out why that simple shift is probably the most powerful move any leader can make. So let me just start by asking you a question. When you think about what makes a company really successful, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it the perfect business plan, maybe flawless execution, some unbeatable new tech? Look, for decades, that's what we were all told. But what if the real engine of performance is something a lot more human? Here's the thing. In today's world, performance isn't just about the systems we build. It's about people. The greatest strategies in the world are pretty much useless without a team that is energized, motivated, and actually committed to bringing them to life. And that all starts with leadership. Okay, so this brings us to the first of three foundational pillars, trust. And you really got to think of it as the bedrock, the ground that everything else is built on. Without it, you just can't have a high-performing team. It's totally non-negotiable. So what does trust actually create? Well, it builds something called psychological safety. Now, this isn't just about feeling comfortable. It's the deep-down belief that you won't get punished or humiliated for speaking up, with ideas, with questions, or even when you make a mistake. It's basically the freedom to be a little vulnerable at work. And when a team feels psychologically safe, man, that's when you unlock the real magic. People aren't afraid to share that crazy idea, and that leads to innovation. Teammates start collaborating instead of competing. And problems? They get solved way faster because people feel safe admitting a mistake early instead of trying to hide it. But listen, this isn't just some warm, fuzzy feeling. It has a massive, measurable impact on the bottom line. Just take a look at this number, 8 times. What on earth could be 8 times better when leaders take the time to build trust? Here it is. According to Gallup, employees who strongly trust their leaders are 8 times more likely to stay. Just think for a second about the incredible cost of turnover. Recruiting, hiring, training, all of it. Building trust is a direct investment in keeping your most valuable asset, your talent. All right, so once you have that foundation of trust, the next layer you build on top is connection. This is all about moving beyond just tasks and deadlines to build genuine human relationships. And this is a really crucial difference right here. It's the difference between doing what you're told and doing what you believe in. See, compliance is when an employee does the work because they have to. Commitment, that's when they do the work because they want to. Connection is the bridge that gets you from one to the other. When leaders build those real connections, they create this powerful sense of belonging. And that fuels motivation. And it unlocks that discretionary, extra-mile effort that no job description on earth could ever mandate. It completely transforms the dynamic, from just working for a boss to working with a leader, all toward a shared goal. And hey, just like trust, the impact of connection shows up big time in the numbers. Look at this figure, 50%. A 50% increase in what, though? 50% higher productivity. Yeah, that's what Gallup found in teams with strong connections. Not 10%, not 20, 50. And on top of that, these same teams have 37% lower absenteeism. It's simple. When people feel connected, they show up, physically and mentally. This leads us right to our third and final pillar, care. So if trust is the foundation and connection is the engine, then care is like the high-octane fuel that powers real, sustainable engagement and well-being. And let's be super clear about what we mean by care. This is not about leaders becoming therapists or trying to solve every personal problem. No, it's actually much simpler and way more powerful. It's about seeing your people as human beings first. It's about listening with empathy and just acknowledging their effort. And the impact here is just staggering. When employees believe their leader genuinely cares about them, they are 3 times more likely to be engaged, 5 times more likely to stay with the company, and get this, twice as likely to be thriving, not just at work, but in their overall life. And this thriving workforce, it translates directly into business results. I mean, engaged, healthy, loyal employees mean fewer sick days, that saves money. It means higher quality work, which boosts your brand. And it means better customer experiences, because people who feel cared for care more for your customers. It's a chain reaction. So, let's put this all together. Trust, connection, and care. These aren't just soft skills. They are the fundamental drivers of a real competitive advantage. Let's look at the direct payoff. You can see the cause and effect so clearly here. You invest in trust, you get faster innovation and less risk. You foster connection, you get higher productivity and way lower turnover. You demonstrate care, and you get better well-being and happier customers. Each of these so-called soft inputs creates a hard, measurable bottom-line outcome.
But what does this all add up to? What is the ultimate ROI of leading this way? Well, it comes down to one final, really powerful number: 21%.
That's right. Companies that actually build highly engaged teams, the ones built on that foundation of trust, connection, and care, outperform their competitors by 21% in profitability. This isn't about being nice. This is about being smart. This is about winning. So as we wrap this up, what's the big takeaway from all this? It really boils down to a simple but profound human truth.
People don't give their best because they have to. They give it because they want to. And they want to for leaders they trust, feel connected to, and know genuinely care about them. That's it. That's the entire secret to unlocking amazing performance.
At the end of the day, leaders who get this don't just build great teams. They create a ripple effect. They build great cultures that attract and keep the best people. Those cultures build great companies. And of course, great companies deliver great results. So I'll leave you with this one final thought to reflect on. Take a hard look at your own leadership style or the leaders you work with every day. Are you truly leading people, or are you just managing their tasks? The answer to that question could be the difference between good and great.